Hey guys, my name is Taka Hakushi, and I'm here again with another quick guitar lesson. And this guitar lesson is about an exercise or a couple exercises to help you play faster. So there's two components to this exercise. And so the first one is we're going to fret a note on the guitar, and we're going to get a feel for how light we can apply the pressure from our fingers to the string in order to get a good note on the guitar. So, for example, I'm going to choose the 10th fret on the 4th string. Okay, so I'm playing it here. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the note, and we'll keep playing the note over and over. But as we play, we're going to gradually release the pressure on the string. So here we go. So right around there, you'll probably notice that some fret buzzing started to happen. And so the goal of this exercise is to get a feel for how light you can apply the pressure on the strings while still getting a good sounding note without fret buzz. So the important thing here is that we need to make sure that we have good left hand technique. In other words, we want to be on our fingertips, and we also want to be as close to the fret as possible, but without going over the fret. So when you do this, a lot of people who tend to play very hard on the guitar and have a lot of tension, they're often surprised at how little effort you need to apply to the guitar in order to get a decent sound. And any sort of excess amount of force that you're putting into the string or the fretting of the string doesn't benefit the note in any sort of way. As a matter of fact, if you do it too hard, then you run the risk of bending the string out of tune. So you also want to be careful about that. So once you do this exercise and try and memorize the feeling of the hands and the fingers, you want to try to translate that into your regular playing. So the next component to this exercise is that we're going to play a musical passage So the next component to this exercise is that we're going to play, let's say for example, a scale, and we're going to play it as quietly as possible. So this does a couple things. When we play quietly, obviously we have to pick lighter with our picking hand, and that tends to relax the hand. A lot of people tend to grab onto the pick really hard because they're afraid of dropping it, and they end up picking the string too hard. When we lighten up the touch in our picking hand, that usually also translates to subconsciously lightening up the touch in the left hand as well. So, for example, let's play the C major scale. Okay, but now we're going to do that very quietly. And then maybe even a bit quieter. Now again, you want to translate this feeling to your regular playing. So apart from doing exercises like scales, you also want to try applying it to songs and your repertoire. And you can also apply this concept to chord strumming as well. So it's important that when you're playing challenging passages that are fast, that you don't tense up and that you try and remain as relaxed as possible. Oftentimes when people end up in a difficult situation musically, they have a tendency to tense up and just try and muscle through whatever challenge they have. It might work in a setting like sports, but unfortunately with music, it's kind of counterintuitive in that we want to do the opposite. We want to go lighter and easier on the guitar. And if you ever wonder how some artists who are very technically proficient on their instruments make their playing and their speedy licks appear easy, it's often because they practice in a way that it is, in fact, easy for the fingers, because they remember to keep relaxed and move efficiently. So on that note, it's also important to watch and study the hand movements of technically proficient guitar players so that you also get a sense of an idea for how your fingers should move if you're going to play fast. Now, once you try and apply this to a musical setting, yes, sometimes you're going to want to have more volume. In that case, if you have an electric guitar, you can just adjust the volume knob while still maintaining a nice and relaxed, light picking and fretting. However, for the acoustic guitar, if you wanted to get more volume out of your instrument, you're going to have to separate the feeling between two hands. In other words, you're going to want to pick harder, because obviously that's how you get more volume out of an acoustic instrument. But you're going to want to do that while still maintaining a relaxed fretting hand. And that can be a bit of a challenge, but possible with a bit of practice. I hope you find those tips helpful, and please hit the like button for this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so you can keep up to date with new additions to this series, and also share this with your friends who also might be interested in this topic. And if you want me to cover a specific topic, please leave it in the comments and I'll get right to it. So until next time, take care and bye-bye.